Hello students. Today I'm going to share with you all the answer key of the test paper that you have just done today. Okay, so this answer key is all about of the unit test that we have just done. About there was one chapter, a letter to God, and two poems, poem 1 and 2. Poem 1 was um, I hope you remember very well. Yes, yeah. The poem is Fire and Ice was the second poem. Okay, and here we had the poem one is the crow and the hemlock tree, the dust of snow. Okay, so let's go on. We had some all six questions, 6 marks with MCQs. Okay. I have tried my best to keep the paper pattern as per the board, but don't worry, board gives no in literature portion. Okay, this literature portion you will get almost around all extract based MCQs will be there. So you need not to worry about this, but we will practice without extracts because we have just done these all extracts. So based on the detail of question number one is based on the detail of house location. Where is the house located? If we see the location of the house, how which word is the best that describes the house? Was it majestic, imposing, or solitary or unique? As you can see, I have already marked this answer is solitary. Solitary means it was all alone. Okay, so remember, even while session I explained this was the word taken in our paper. In lesson it was there. Okay. Next is where did Lencho expect the downpour to come from? So downpour means he is talking about rain. Okay. So rain will come from the direction of east, northeast. Okay. So that is the answer. Question number three. Name the poetic device you saved some part. So I have already marked it alliteration, and at that time I explained because there are two consonants repeated in the beginning of the word, so that is alliteration. So whenever we find same consonant sound getting repeated in more than two words or two words, it is alliteration. So question number four, the crow and the hemlock tree symbolizes what? It symbolizes the death. So it is always taken as bad omen. Okay, so always remember that as a part of bad omen here it was taken, but here poet took it in a positive way. Okay. So next question is ice is a symbol of what? Okay, ice is a symbol of hatred. Okay, and do you remember what was there that symbolizes desire? For desire they used fire. Okay, I hope you remember this word. Next is what is the rhyming scheme of the poem Fire and Ice? So for that you need to have, definitely you need to have an extract. But as we have already explained in the poem, it was A B then A means fire was rhymed in other two lines. Okay, and then B rhymes in another stanza. So that is how the rhyming scheme is A B C, right? Okay, let's go on. Whenever we are doing any answer kit, it has a meaning with this that you get the solution of and explanation of all the questions. We'll try that we provide you solution of as many tests as much we take, but it is our effort we are putting it. It is doesn't mean that we are bound to, but still we'll try our best to do this. Okay, we always try to give you whatever we can. Now here the next part is that for this solution, after you get this solution, what you have to do, your incorrect answers, for example, whatever answers you got incorrect, suppose you got almost around 2 3 questions were incorrect. So for those incorrect answers, you have to think about incorrect answers, you have to write about 3 times. Okay, So note down very well. Suppose it is a 2 marks question and I gave you 1 mark for that. It is also taken in the serious manner. You write it at least for one time, okay? And wherever you are getting any marks cut in any of the question, you will write for one time. And if you get one, no more than one, it's fine. But if you get one or less than one in 2 marks, is half or less than half, then you need to write it at least for one time. Incorrect answer, 3 times you should write so that you can learn whatever answer it should be. You get exact idea. Okay, next question. Why and how did Postmaster help lunch? So we understood Postmaster wanted to, Postmaster was determined to help Lencho because he did not want Lencho's faith in God to be shaken. He wanted Lencho's faith should remain as it is. So he was impressed with Lencho's faith in God. So he asked his employees and friends to help Lencho. They all collected, contributed. He himself contributed part of his salary as an act of charity, and everybody collected all together. They collected around 70 pesos, and they gave as a form of as a reply to that letter. They collected this much pesos and gave to Lencho. So next is number 8. Why did Lencho not want the money to be sent through mail? Lencho got this, but Lencho was not happy to get this because he got 70 pesos. You remember very well, he wanted 100 pesos. Instead of 100 pesos, he got 70 pesos. He thought that God had sent me, but somebody has taken it. So he did not want that next time whenever you send me other rest of the money, send me the rest of the money, but don't send the rest of the money with mail through mail. So Lencho wrote in his second letter that he received only 70 pesos, but he needed 100 pesos. He says that he needed a lot. He needed it, the great need. He's in great need. So he requested God not to send the rest of the money by post through mail. Since post office employees were a bunch of crooks, he said a bunch of crooks. He didn't know that how they tried their level best to give their salaries. Now they contributed their part of salaries as an act of charity and collected 70 pesos, but he was not happy with that. So he would steal the money, he thought. So this is the reason why Lencho did not want money to be sent through mail. So next question, let's go to the next question. Why did Lencho become angry when he counted money? So Lencho became angry because he asked for 100 pesos. No, it was not 100 pesos. He demanded actually 100 pesos, but he did not get it. It was 70 pesos he got over there. So Lencho had found faith in God. If God sends me, he will not deny. If I have asked, he will not deny. He would have sent me the complete amount, but it is the post officers who might have taken it. So God could not make a mistake. He denied. He was not ready to accept the fact that God can send me 70 pesos instead of 100 pesos. Okay, so he thought he was angry and he thought that these post officers are a bunch of crooks and they themselves have taken rest of the money. How did Crow change poet's mood? This is the question from the poem. The poem is Snow, Dust of Snow. The poet was going somewhere in the snowy morning and he was upset. See, this is the what we say back end background. Something you can write something like this, but it should be relevant. It should not be like that something and anything you write. So suppose you say that one in the morning when poet was there under a hemlock tree, just like that also you can write. So all the trees were covered with snow dust. You can even write snow without dust. The crow sitting on a hemlock tree shook the tree in such a way that some dust of snow fell on the poet. and this changed his mood. He became happy, he became relaxed. So rest of the day he will pass happily. So that is how the crow changed his mood. What do fire and ice symbolize in the poem? So fire and ice symbolize here. They are symbolized here. Like fire stands for conflicts. Here it is taken conflicts, fury, intensity. But it is, I think they have taken in a wrong manner. It is what was desire. Okay, so the word is desire. We can say you if you write desire, and that you get complete mark here. And ice actually is for hatred. Ice is symbolized as hatred. You need not to take these all the words. So I hope you will be able to remember that word properly. Okay. So just symbolizing this word you get marks. Here three marker answers are there. We have three questions to see once again. What were Lencho's feelings when hail stopped? Actually, we know that when hail stopped, Lencho was filled in Lencho's heart. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. He was very much troubled that now everything has destroyed and hell has left nothing for him. And this year we will have no corn and we all will go hungry. So this year. Why does the poet feel? Now, this is remember, it is a question from a poem. Why does the poet feel that he has saved some part of the day? Because when the crows shook down the dust of snow on the poet, so both the crow and hemlock tree were considered as inauspicious. The falling of dust of snow from a hemlock tree, actually, they both are considered as inauspicious, bad omen. But poet took it in a positive way, and he found himself relieved so now from sorrow after the incident. Now means he was somewhere in the positive place where he might be there where something like a death kind of incident had taken place, so he might be in sorrow, and now he is actually very much positive, relaxed and relieved from that sorrow. Now he could use the entire day in a fruitful way. Otherwise, he might have ruined his entire day, but now he will use his day in a great way. Next is what is the central idea? I have taken the short answer for you guys, but you need to explain it in more words. So the poet presents two possibilities about fire, the world that will end, the way the world will end. It may be in a two different way. There will be one way of fire may end the world, and another is ice that may end the world. It will be either due to fire or due to ice. He prefers the first. He says that the world may end with fire because he thinks that now here actually in this answer I have not taken the symbolization. If you add the symbolization that what was the symbolization? Symbolization all about this fire is all about desire and ice means hatred. That if you take it in your answer, then your answer is perfect. Okay, you can add these points to your answer, so it will be complete. Now coming, going ahead with the next question, number 15. It is we need to write in 100, 120 or 150 words for 5 marks each. There are two questions we have taken here for 10 marks. Actually, one question is about question from the story. We have two kind of conflicts here. One conflict is between humans and nature, and another is human themselves. Okay, human and nature here. Lencho had worked hard, right? And the hailstorm destroyed his all effort. This is the conflict between Lencho and Hale. So humans and nature. Lencho is working very hard and he needs a shower in for his crop and he waits. He was waiting that from this northeast there will be a shower. But by chance the rain starts pouring hailstones and the hailed heavily and the crop was totally destroyed. So see, hard-working farmer, all efforts were destroyed, and this is how all the conflicts between humans and nature are always there. Human some does something successfully, fruitfully, working very hard, tries to be successful, but when the nature comes in a way and stops them doing something, he was totally upset with that, and this is the conflict between humans and nature. Another incident you can write about humans themselves. Lencho wrote a letter to God for the help. Postmaster was impressed with this and he thought of replying this, collected some money, contributed his own salary, and tried to send some money. It was more than half of the amount he demanded. He demanded 100 pesos, but more than half is around 70 pesos he could collect and gave it to Lencho. So Lencho signed as a god even. So sorry, it is the postman to was sent to Lencho. Postmaster signed it as God. On receiving money, Lencho was angry because he received only 70 pesos. He thought that these post office employees have have stolen his money. He thought themselves these post office employees are bunch of crooks. This is conflict. No, these post office persons, they are trying to contribute their salaries just to help Lencho, and here Lencho gets angry. So this is the conflict between humans and humans themselves. Another question which answer I have not taken because it is all about. I'm just going to explain you the question. You are the person or Tabasam or Tarun and a resident of this address is given over here, Satyanagar Colony, Bhubaneswar, Orissa. You have noticed some residents of your colony are repeatedly flouting quarantine rules. They might be quarantined but they are not following the rules. And during the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, write a letter to SHO of local police station, that is head officer, drawing attention towards the same. You are right, trying to draw attention of that head officer and explain how such acts impact health of the community. Everybody will get infected if those people are out, and request immediate intervention and strict action to be taken against them. As you know that it is very strict for everybody to follow these all the norms. So here what we understand is as it is for total marks for this is 5. Okay, so they are not overall 5, actually they are the division. What divisions are there? Number one, it is format. So you will be marked in different parts. It is one is format, another one is content, and number three is accuracy. So these parts you need to do properly. Okay. Suppose content, you are getting 3 marks in this and or 2 marks in this. Like that, they divide it, and this is how you get 5 marks. This is such an example. Okay, so this is how you get marks in it. Suppose your format is incorrect. Okay, so it means that you might lose this 1 mark and you will be marked from this 4. Suppose your grammatical errors are there, it means that 1 mark will be cut here and you will get out of 3. Suppose there is an error, there is content is something out of subject, then there will be loss of marks. Okay, I hope you have gone through all the errors parts. You might have understood very well whatever I explained it. Okay, so whatever has been explained here is a part of solution of the test, so that you can understand if there is something flow in explanation, something is there, you can definitely ask. If you have any doubts during sessions, you can put your questions in our groups. You can ask me questions. Okay, I will definitely try my best to help you in whatever way I can. Okay, if you have any answers incorrect or you are not done anything, that part you have to do for 3 times. Okay, I hope you will keep ahead, you go ahead and you do best. Okay, all the best. Bye bye all of you.